We're out here in Shafer View Terrace with some beautiful homes, but we're in an amazing area in South Meridian, so you feel like you're tucked away, but you're still super close to what's going to be the district, Shields. You're right next to the interstate, and we have some amazing homes to look at, and these are homes that have more land opportunities. So you have quarter acre, third acre, and even all the way up to 3/4 acre lots in this community, and we're in the city, so this is hard to find.
Yeah, and this first home or the second home we're going to tour right behind us has a really cool feature in the bathroom that we want to show you. But the first home, about 800 square feet larger, about $940,000, this one being $100,000 cheaper, is a beautiful large home for those that need a little bit more space. And really all of them here is going to be your luxury under $1 million, except for maybe some of the larger lot sizes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, stick around for the end where we take a look at this house with one of the coolest master bathroom features. But let's go take a look at this first house. That is a 2-story, but it has one of our favorite kitchens. So let's go take a look. Okay, now we're at home number 1.
Yeah, let's take a look. So the first home we're gonna see here at Shafer View Estates, just under $940,000, pretty large home, 3,200 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. I mean, awesome entry as you come in. We'll kind of show the first corner here real quick because this is a really cool feature that I'm loving in, even maybe my future home, making sure we have something like this. And then we'll pop upstairs, see kind of the guest bedrooms, and then kind of showcase the main living area closer to the end.
For sure.
But you have your office, which in a 3,200 square feet home, I mean, you hope it's not just bedrooms. You need some separate space, but this is really cool, having a main floor guest suite or junior master, whatever you want to call it. So you have your walk-in closet.
You got the walk-in closet over here, which is nice.
And then plenty of room, cool, nice fan already included and built in, but your full private bathroom.
Yeah, it's nice that it's not just the dinky old built-in shower too. I mean, it's not tile or anything, but it at least has the nice finishes. And
yeah, exactly.
You get a full-size bedroom in here, so you can have kind of that multi-generational living. And
Yep. Yeah, exactly. For long-term guests, or maybe you have a adult child or adult children living with you still, or adult parents, and having this separate space with its own bathroom is killer.
No, for sure, yeah. And this whole bottom section, this house is really awesome. So it'll be cool to show you guys. And then obviously, we had the office up front right here, and then we'll head upstairs, right, Jesse?
Yeah, exactly. So
kind of knock out the boring part.
Half bath, which is nice. So when you have guests over, they don't have to use that private bathroom or the main level master suite. But yeah, we'll head upstairs real quick, kind of show the extra guest bedrooms and bathroom, and then we'll show you really the area of the main level that kind of sets this home apart. But as you get up here, it's kind of just open space. It's nice that they built stuff here. The light fixtures are nice to have too. Not my favorite use of the area, but do something with it at least. Yeah. And then you have your 3 bedrooms with the full shared bathroom for upstairs. What's really cool though, all of these bedrooms except one have true walk-in closets. So this is a large home. Having the extra space to have a walk-in closet is pretty nice to have. This room being really cool with the vaulted ceilings.
For sure. Yeah,
almost a bonus.
To check out this view too, I mean, even though this isn't the mountains, at least you have this nice little common area right here across the way. These homes are beautiful. They're doing construction now, so it's a little busy out front, but
the
homes out here are really awesome homes. You got a lot of good builders in here. And at Shafer View too, one of the things that we were talking about was the land option for being so close to town, right?
Yeah.
So this lot is not the biggest lot in this neighborhood, but this house is huge.
Yes, yep.
So it's a really big one.
Yeah, this strip of homes here along the community road coming in are probably the smaller of the lots, which are just over 1/4 acre. But some of these, and there's 3 actually true view homes that go up to almost 0.7 acres, so just under a full acre. But a lot of 1/3 acres, 1/4 acres, almost half acres. So you don't really find that space under, the 1 or 1.1 million this close to Meridian or this close to Boise.
Yeah, and you don't even hardly find land or lots this big in town anymore, especially new construction.
Yeah.
There's a few, you know, in Banbury area and some of the areas in North Meridian, but yeah, for where we're at, to get lots this big, it really is a super cool thing.
Yeah, and it's a great area. I mean, just this year sold a home actually across the road in the development to the south or to the north of here. And you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's just outside the south border of Meridian, down Meridian Road. Yeah. But if you want to not be in the middle of the city, you don't want to be surrounded by developments, because this little area isn't, which you can see from the drone footage. It's still really close to everything, but you're just a little bit out of town where you're not looking at homes in every direction.
Yeah, and it's nice because we're 5 minutes from I-84. I mean, it's right there. Here's this walk-in closet in this bedroom, and I mean, this is a huge, oversized bedroom in here you get vaulted ceilings, which is nice for how, for a two-story to have vaulted ceilings up here. This almost seems like a master bedroom up here. It's so big.
Yeah, it's big enough. Doesn't have its own bathroom, so you know, could be big bedroom, a bonus room, but there is just the one full bathroom for all the upstairs.
I think most people would use this for a like movie room, where you use the closet to store some of that stuff, or whatever. I mean, you can make this your, you know, adult children, multi-generational living up here as well. Yep. Because then you have this bathroom with the two vanities and then the full bath in there as well. Yep,
and it's nice, especially if you have kids up here, to have the shower and bathroom have its own door so people can get ready while someone else is you know, showering or using the restroom.
Sure. And then here's the other two bedrooms. But I think the kitchen and the kitchen in this house is my favorite. I like the kitchen in here than the second house we're going to look at, but the downstairs seems to be like where this house really stands out.
Yeah, so we'll head down there now and kind of show off the design for this home. Again, this one being available as of right now as we're filming. There are probably 4 or 5 homes sold already here in this community. It's just starting, so over the time, I believe it's just under 50 homes. But this particular one is available by one of the, I think it's 6 or 7 builder team here. But yeah, we'll take a look at this area and kind of explain a little bit more about the community. But obviously, as you walk in, you can just sense the tall ceilings, tons of windows. So this is a super gloomy, you know, inversion type day here in Boise, but you're still getting a lot of natural light in, even without the sun.
Yeah, and you have the oversized sliding glass doors, so they open up both ways and they're a little bit bigger than your standard, which is nice. And then, I don't know that they'll be able to see this through the videos, but you can see the mountains from your backyard, which is something that you don't always get. And it doesn't look like they're going to be building anything right here. There's some common area in the other subdivision that, which is where you just sold that house right across the street, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is, you know, the community road. It is a private lane, or not a private lane, but essentially a dead end. It doesn't connect through. And so sure, you'll have a little bit of traffic, but the view of the mountains, which is pretty rare, in my opinion, greatly offsets that.
For sure. You never get the view through the camera like you do in person. But I mean, you can really see the mountains from here. Yeah,
you know, this you know, from this vantage point at night, Bogus will be all lit up, and beautiful little spot here.
For sure. Yeah, and you can see, like we said, this is one of the smaller lots in this subdivision. These are the quarter-acre lots, and then they have third-acre and then almost 3/4 of an acre. So still really good sized lots for these smaller ones, especially a house this size. What is it, 3,400 square feet, right?
Yeah, almost, just 33, 32. But yeah, big over covered patio.
Covered patio, yeah, you got the extra door. You got the fan in here with the can lights up top, which is nice. And then it opens right up into the living room, which is...
Yeah, and this, again, this being a bigger home, you'd expect this, but this is a massive living room size. You know, a lot of them that would be this long, you'd actually have a dining table set up here, but this home does have your separate little dining nook off to the side of the kitchen, so you have plenty of space here in the living room for you know, all the furniture. But like Brady mentioned, this kitchen, you know, you can only do so much with the kitchen, but this is definitely one of our favorites, and it's just the simple things like having this not just be dry, a dead space and drywall. Why not push it back a little bit, bring the countertop all the way around, and you have all this extra cabinet space. You have your, little wine and drink cooler, the open shelving.
That's awesome. I don't think I've seen this in a house, honestly.
Yeah.
Where they instead of a wraparound porch, you get a wraparound countertop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's sweet. And then everything else is pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, super wide. So if two people were cooking or someone was making, dinner and needed to come through, I mean, plenty of space. We're noticing it more, and I like it a ton, a lot more wood grain cabinets coming back. So, obviously the paint grade looks great, but might be slightly overdone. Not everyone wants the wood look, but this is starting to come back. And in my opinion, it kind of helps warm up the homes a little bit. If everything was painted in white, it just kind of looks a little bit too modern for my taste. So like seeing a lot of the wood tones coming back in.
For sure, yeah. No, that natural wood is what's in right now. And
Yep.
that modern farmhouse, I know my wife right now, we're building a Hayden home, and it's like now we have to switch all of our styles to the new modern farmhouse because it's a new thing. But funny. This is very much that style. And you have a ton of storage space in here too. I mean, not only do you get the counter space that wraps around, but this all is just extra cabinetry too. So you have a ton of it. And then let's see, you also have it underneath the island as well, it looks like. So you can get underneath there, have the storage underneath as well. Never can go wrong with having too much storage in your kitchen.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
I like how they did the lighting up here too, where it's not the clear glass.
Yep.
So you don't see your
empty space, or you just fill it with some sort of wasted decor.
Wasted plates or something, or just
clutter. This is a great kitchen. And then, off the kitchen, your big pantry. Again, you'd expect that for a home this large, but the master suite is kind of tucked in back here. So main level master suite, where most of your guest rooms, except that junior suite, are on the second level.
Yeah, and you get the vaulted ceilings even on the single level. So there's no 2 stories above here, which, that's great to be able to have these vaulted ceilings in the master.
Yeah, plenty big. You have plenty of room for a seating area. Sometimes in these, $900,000 to $1 million homes, you have a master suite that's like 2 rooms worth. And to be honest, for most people, they're like, I don't want to live in my master's bedroom. So this one is large, but not over the top. Yeah. Obviously, all your windows, which do have the view of the mountains.
Yep, you get that same view that we saw in the backyard. So you can see the mountains from your master, which is nice. And then you have the 2 windows there. So as you're going from the bathroom, you get to just look out your windows and see those.
And one thing with the next home that we'll tour after this one, that kind of, we want to save that one for last, is the bathroom in that one. So this one has a really cool, again, small changes, but a really cool kitchen design. The bathroom in the next home, I haven't seen before, especially in a home I think in the mid 800s or high 800s. It's super cool. So we'll be excited to show you guys that one.
Yeah, you guys will want to stay around for that, because it has the RV bay. It's got a little bit bigger lot, but that bathroom is something to stick around for sure. And then also, reach out if you guys have any questions. We're here to work with you guys as locals. So.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to give as much information about all the local communities here, whether it's affordable, luxury, or anything in between. So obviously, if you guys have questions, reach out, DM, message us, or let's grab coffee or drinks and meet in person and really chat through what your guys' real estate goals are and see how we can help.
Yeah, for sure. Don't be shy. We'd love to sit down with you guys, grab a coffee. And then before we head into the master, Jesse, I just wanted to talk, like, this area for people who live here and might not know, I think, what is like some of the appreciation and what's good about this area in particular? Right?
Yeah, for sure. So this is, we're right off Meridian Road. So this is your main thoroughway down to Kuna. And we've talked about and showed communities in Kuna before. That area is growing. And for the most part, we have the land to expand out. Meridian is expanding out. So this is kind of where the current threshold is between Meridian and Kuna. So you have all the growth coming this direction. So you're going to have more communities, because this one being larger lots, you're probably going to see more of that around here. So you're going to have higher end homes helping to keep your values up. but you're still extremely close to all the amenities you need. And again, being slightly out of town, you're not surrounded by development. So you feel like it's a little bit rural, kind of the Idaho feel that a lot of us want to have or hopefully keep, but you're just a few minutes into town.
For sure, yeah. And I'd almost say we'll probably see what we saw in Star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where just 4 years ago, Star, the home prices were pretty similar to where we're at right now in the Meridian Kuna area. And it's growing out this direction, like you said. So yeah, these home values are gonna just, I think, is the next wave of the valley, right? Is this kind of general area.
Yep.
Is this South Meridian, Kuna.
And especially, we've talked about the district at 10 Mile or Village 2.0, whatever you want to call it or name it. That is going to be large enough that it's going to impact essentially all of South Treasure Valley. So this area is going to be affected. You're only one major intersection away from that. So having a lot of commercial amenities, again, coming this direction helps increase and prop up the rest of the residential real estate.
Yeah, and that district's going to be 4 times the size of the village, which all you guys who live here, you know how popular the village is. And then obviously there's Shields over there too, and yeah, we're just 5 minutes away. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. But
yeah.
Check out this master bath.
Yeah, and this one, again, just like with the master bedroom, sometimes these are getting over the top, and you love to have space, but this one is functional, spacious, but you have everything you need. I mean, a really nice walk-in shower, plenty of space in there, tiled all the way to the ceiling. You have the glass door.
Yeah.
Great light. One. And you still, they tucked in the full size or even oversized standalone bathtub, which is nice.
Yeah, I think I can actually fit in this one.
Yeah, probably.
Some of the other ones I don't fit in.
Yeah. This one's actually pretty large.
Yeah.
And then of course dual vanities, so nothing too crazy here. But they did have the design flow that we've liked to mention and showcase, where master bathroom to your closet leading into the laundry room here.
Yep, always a nice touch.
Yep.
And yeah, obviously has a sink, and then it heads right out into.
Yeah, just off the kitchen, but still tucked away. You have your mudroom and then your garage here, which you do have your RV bay.
Yeah.
Plenty of space in there. Is
there an office in there? Can we go take a look? Yeah, we're good. Because this one, I think is a little bit smaller RV garage, if I was right. Yeah, so it's not going to be your full 40-foot, 50-foot RV, but still an RV.
Oh yeah,
bay,
plenty
right?
of space.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
space.
fit some motorhomes or trailers, or again, all the different toys that people have, because you do have the taller door. So technically an RV bay, not the deepest, because you have your master bedroom back there.
Yeah, but no, always a good touch. I know everyone loves to turn that into a gym or have it for the RV. Plenty of things you can do with that, which is nice. And then right off the garage is where you get into your kitchen. So it heads right back into, you kind of make a loop from the master over here. And then we didn't touch on this too much, but you do have kind of a designated dining area right here with these big, huge windows. Those are definitely oversized windows to kind of capitalize on that view that you get again. So pretty much everywhere you walk on this side of the house in the first story, you get the mountains that you get to see just walking by, which
exactly.
I love it.
And open concept is obviously the most popular term in the last 5 years, but it doesn't feel too open. I mean, you have your separate guest suite, which you can't even see or know if someone was in there right now, but you're exposed to your dining area, your living room, obviously the kitchen. So really, really good design. And one last thing on the community too that I wanted to mention is, just as potential buyers out there, whether you're here locally or coming in from out of state, to not just reach out to the builder reps or whoever is listing this. And the reason being, in this particular community, there's 7 different listing agents in this community with just 50 homes. So if you reach out to one person, all 7 of them are gonna have different agendas. They're gonna rep different builders, and they're going to have essentially differing opinions or advice as to why one home versus the other. And that's where, not just this community, it's critically important to have someone representing you, advising you on that isn't tied to a specific party like a builder or the seller. So not every community is going to have that many different agents, one agent for every single separate builder, but in this particular area in Shafer View Estates, whoever you call, you might be pushed towards a home that isn't actually the right fit, and that's because that's the one they're selling. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, super good advice, Jesse.
Yeah.
And yeah, reach out if you guys have questions, because obviously it's not just these homes that are for sale right now that we're looking at, but you can build in here as well, so we can walk you through the process there. And then the price on this home is just under $1 million, so it's sitting at right around 980 right now, and this is a move-in ready house, so you can buy this house, it's available. But this next one is I'm super excited for. It's a single story, so it's always a little bit more popular with those single stories. It's not quite as big, it's more affordable, and definitely stay for that kitchen. So let's go take a look at the second house.
All right, so we're at the next home, which, like we mentioned, has a really cool bathroom feature. The rest of the home is beautiful as well, but we'll save that for last, so make sure you stay for it. But yeah, let's head on in. This one being all single level, a little bit smaller than the last home at 2,500 square feet. Obviously, because of that, a little bit more affordable. So a little less size, less bedroom count, but all the same great features, high-end finishes, and some really cool aspects to this one as well. But obviously, as you walk in, your normal hallway, tall ceilings with the chandelier, which is awesome. And then you have 2 of the 3 bedrooms, so the 2 guest rooms here. So yeah, we'll head into this one, kind of facing the front of the room, or front of the home. Again, the tall doors making this whole area feel bigger. You have the 10-foot ceilings throughout because it is single level.
Yeah, this looks like a giant closet. Looking just from the outside.
Just from the doors,
but then it's actually not that giant, but
sure.
Yeah, those big grand doors. Just give it the nice touch.
Because it goes, even the closet goes to the 10-foot. Sure, you're not going to be able to reach your everyday items like shirts and shoes and things like that, but you have plenty of space. So
no, for sure. Yeah, and it just looks nice. Just gives everything a little bit extra touch. Got the 2 windows up front, which is nice too. And it's interesting, this builder, the same floor plan, sometimes they do this different. Sometimes they have a little window sill right there that you can sit on. This one they went with just kind of extra square footage there. And then right off the front, coming in this first bedroom, I have the shared bathroom in here.
Yeah.
Single vanity.
Yep, plenty of space. Would have liked them to do a dual vanity here, but you have some give and take. If you had 2 sinks here, you would not have nearly as much cabinet space. So, it is just part of it, but nice built-in
Yeah, you get the tile in
shower.
this one all the way to the ceiling, which I didn't see in the last one in that spare bedroom. So, or bathroom. I always do that. I always call the bathrooms the bedrooms.
Oh, speaking of what you mentioned, you have the little
so that's usually what they do
window.
right there in a lot of their other builds. Yeah, and Riverwood is a great builder. They have high quality stuff, so can't go wrong. Got the same giant doors for your closet.
And the kitchen on this one has some cool aspects too. Not as unique as the other one, but still some great features that we'll show. As you go through, you'll see a lot of blue tape on this particular wall, and that's because they're still coming through and finishing it. This one is available. Obviously it's finished, but they're coming through doing their quality check. And just like any time you buy a brand new home, especially of this caliber, you want it to be almost as perfect as possible. So come through with your agent, with the builder, obviously your home inspection, and mark up any defects that you see, cosmetic or large, and make sure you get a high quality home by the time you move in.
Yeah, no, for sure. And right here, these little inlays, do you know what they're called?
I don't
either.
Know if they have an official name.
I was laughing because we just showed some clients and they were asking what this is, and I said I have no clue.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if there is.
Though.
Yeah.
There's a light right here that you guys can't see right now, but it just gives it that extra touch. You don't see it. There's this builder in particular, they do this in almost all their homes.
It's kind of an older style, to be honest. I mean, modern, you're gonna have less texture on the wall. You're gonna have, less of the extra trim work and finish work, but more traditional homes, when you do have pottery or artwork that you want to showcase through the hallway, you'll see this a little bit more often.
Yeah.
So, every builder has their different little touches.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely one of their signatures. And then going right here off the pantry into the kitchen, and me and Jesse were just talking about these cabinets right here. My wife, I had never thought of it, but having coats hung up doesn't look that nice. My wife was like, I don't want to hang up the coats. It doesn't look good. Usually you just throw decorations, but adding these cabinets in here allows you to hide those coats and still get that same mudroom style
Exactly.
look.
So it's you have your mud room and mud bench, but because of the closet doors, it's almost like you're putting it into a cloak closet where it's still hidden, looks clean, but you're a little bit more accessible.
For sure. And then let's step out into the garage, because this one is a little bit bigger garage size.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the half wall either, so you have all the space throughout. You're not blocked with that little barricade, but I mean, man, lots of space for storage, activities, vehicles, all the above.
But just wanted to show you guys this because it is bigger than that last one we looked at. You can see it goes a little bit deeper back there. Looks like you get about an extra 5 feet in here.
And if you come around here real quick too, and it's a little noisy from the HVAC, but we are starting to see, and I've had a few clients ask, especially ones that are coming from out of state. Right now we're still seeing mostly tank water heaters, but we're seeing a lot more tankless coming up and being included, especially for new homes. So some people have a preference there, but this particular one is tankless. Yeah,
and personally I've wanted a tankless because it seems like, you don't have to worry about the horror stories you hear of a water tank blowing up.
Yeah.
But also it seems like you don't run out of hot water, right?
That's the benefit, is it's unlimited. The downside is it's not always instant unless you have a hot water circulator in there. So depending on the home and how big it is and where the hot water needs to get to, you might leave the hot on for half minute, 2 minutes, and then it's going. But they are a little bit more efficient. You don't have the risk of the big leaks or an explosion.
Still nice that it comes with this house though. And then, here's the living area. So love this. Love what they did with these beams up here. They actually, a lot of builders will just paint that and it's still drywall, but they actually made it look, I don't think they're actually beams, but they still look like beams. Gives it that little extra touch that I do love in here.
Yeah, it definitely ties in the rest of the home and the overall design that they're looking for. But the kitchen itself, I mean, massive island, beautiful cabinetry. Again, more of the wood grain look in these last two homes. But not to say all the homes in this 50 home community are going to have only wood. So depending on your preference, you can probably find it here.
For sure, but this island is massive. You of course get the cabinets underneath, but huge. This is bigger. It looks almost longer than 10 feet, but definitely a giant island. Your more standard kitchen. Nothing too crazy about this one, other than you do get the little wine bar over here, which is a nice little touch that they give you. The second sink
is
too.
Nice, with its own, can't think of the word now. But anyways, your own separate sink, bar, food, butler area, and with the wine rack included, so.
You could use this as like a secondary prep kitchen, make some cocktails over there with the sink, wash your glasses, definitely something nice. And then the master will be right off here, which we'll save for the end, but then you have your kind of dining area. And this backyard's not going to be the biggest backyard, but depending on what they build back here, you do get an awesome view of the mountains over there.
Yeah, great view, and it's kind of sloped right here, so you're elevated a little bit. You can see some of the retaining wall, but you have a huge covered patio with the fan and the lights.
It wraps all the way around to there. So definitely a big covered patio. You get the fan. This patio actually has 10-foot ceilings, which you don't see too often. And then for now, you get an awesome view. You don't have any backyard neighbors, but as you guys can see, they're building right there.
And there'll be some space in between. And that's another thing that we like to mention, I guess, even on our channel, is when you're looking at new construction and you're buying a home for a view like this, you know, have your agent, and again, the builder rep probably isn't going to tell you the truth or everything they know. Figure out what's going on back here. So I've had a client where they bought a home because it had an amazing view past their backyard, and before we really committed to it, we went and did some due diligence, you know, called around, checked through our resources, and we realized a production builder was building right behind them, and it would have been a 3-year to 5-year construction project for lower valued homes directly behind their house. And obviously we changed plans and canceled because of that. So do your best to know what's going to happen over time. Most of this is going to be some sort of a residential or commercial development, but as you can see right now, it's happening. Get an idea of where they're going to build to before you commit to buying a home like this just because of the view, which may not be there in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't want to buy a house and lose the view a year later.
Exactly.
And that's what we're here for, right? I mean, we are here to, shoot us a text, reach out, because even if it's not this home in particular, it's any other home. I mean, I know I've watched Jesse work with his clients. He takes amazing care of them. I won't speak fully for myself, but I take care of my clients too. I really want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. So, and you get both of us here. So if you guys reach out, you get both me and Jesse, whether you're listing or buying your house. And these are the things that we'll make sure that we sit down, know what you want, and we'll prevent things like that from happening. So yeah, shoot us a text if you guys have any questions. We look forward to meeting you guys. But now we'll head over to this spare bedroom, and then we'll check out the master bathroom here in a second. But right off the living area I love this spare bedroom. This spare bedroom's sweet.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, you get this full bath included into the bedroom itself.
Yep, and so another, like you said, another full guest suite, junior suite, whatever you want to call it. And we saw it in the last home. We're seeing it in this one. Again, it's happening more often. Adding a full bathroom like this tucked away is a big expense construction-wise. But obviously builders are realizing there is a big demand for this. This type of stuff can set your home apart from one that's just 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom.
For sure, especially to get a walk-in closet like this with the tiling all the way up to the ceiling. And it is like, I feel like we're getting more and more clients who they want their adult kids to be able to live with them for a few years, or the opposite. We get, obviously the typical scenario where a parent comes and lives with you. So stuff like this, where this room and this bathroom is literally set off on its own. You have this whole section to yourself, and then you're right off the living area. So
I mean, it's functional for so many demographics or stages of life. I mean, I have some international clients, particularly like Micron engineers, and when they have kids or family come over from China, India, Japan, they're not going to come over for a week. They want to stay for like 3, 4, maybe 6 months. Something like this is extremely valuable for them. For sure,
and they did a really good job of making that super livable. That walk-in closet, or walk-in shower is something that you don't see in a spare bedroom like that. So super cool that they did that in this house. And then of course,
on the other wing, more little design features. So hang your artwork or whatever it may be. But you have your master suite here. So another, really good size, plenty of windows, plenty of natural light. The coffered ceilings give it a little bit more of a, elegant touch.
Your standard master. But with the nice finishes. But then here's the
and then the bathroom, which again, kind of saving the cool, unique little aspect for last. But you have your separate vanities, which is cool to have it a little bit spread out. I like the symmetric feel. And then of course your bathtub here in the middle, full tile, which is always a good to have in a price point like this.
But here's our favorite part of this house.
Really, really cool. I mean, it's a big shower with two heads, but they went one level above and like, hey, let's put 2 separate doors in here. And I love the look of this.
It's nice. It's perfect for husband and wife. You can choose which side of the door you want, and just gives it that extra touch that you don't always see. Oftentimes it'll just be one sliding glass door.
Exactly. They could have easily just you know, done drywall here, saved a little bit of cost, and had still a really nice walk-in shower. But you know, nowadays everyone wants to have, you know, some little extra aspect to, you know, keep up with the Joneses, and this is something I haven't really seen in really any homes recently. So this is a really cool feature they wanted to include.
No, for sure, yeah. And sometimes I love how they have this, because then you can hang your towels in the middle.
Yep.
You don't have it awkwardly off on the other side of it. Because it's the worst when you get out of your walk-in shower and you have to walk across the bathroom to grab your towel. So.
Everything's wet. It's cold, especially right now.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Yep.
That's nice to have. Well, yeah, and this home is listed at, like we talked about, 840,000.
Yep.
This one is contingent right now, but they're still marketing it. But like we talked about, you can build in Shafer View. There's plenty of options. And yeah, the big thing with this community is these two that we looked at don't have the biggest lots in this subdivision, but there are some lots that are bigger. And then of course, you just have beautiful homes out here in an amazing location. But if you guys want to check out another community, go check out this video right here. Me and Jesse tour Bald Eagle Point. You're right on the Boise River. You have waterfront properties and homes not that much more expensive than these ones we just looked at. And some of those were still 3,000 square feet.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You
Great
get
option.
the Boise River in Eagle and kind of in Star for a really good price. So go check that video out. Thank you guys for watching.